Yeah, my name is Brian McCartney. I'm the CEO of Archmark. We are a marketing, branding, and business coaching agency that helps architects become more visible, build their authority and influence in their market, and really build relationships that lead to ideal clients and better projects for them. I think I think SEO is crucial these days, especially. So we're seeing a lot of competition from AI, and how do we stay visible and relevant on online? My approach to that is that a well functioning website that has good content is always going to be a good resource. What I later discovered SEOptimer. And SEOptimer, because of the bulk testing capability of SEOptimer, we've been able to test over 10,000 websites in the last 10 years. Last year we actually partnered with an industry partner, and we took a subset of those. We took it was about 2,300 of their clients and tested them with SEOptimer using the bulk testing program, fed that data, all that data. It was like over 2 million. We also paired it up with Google Business results. So we scraped their business, Google Business, along with the SEO Optimer results. So we had over, like, I don't know, probably about 250 data points for every firm. And we fed that into AI, and it helped us create an industry report that we authored last year and promoted that with a software partner in the architecture industry. And that's been a huge kind of credibility building, and client roster building tool for us. 85% of the firms that we looked at scored less than 50 on SEOptimer. Okay. So so that tells us that as an industry, architects are not taking their websites seriously. And that was the real reveal of this report. There's a lot of details. I could certainly share that report with you. We have an example. Mike Sweeby is an architect. He's in Montclair, New Jersey. He's been a client of ours, I think, since 2019. And the problem that Mike had was that his website was actually doing very well with SEO. He actually tested his website using our SEOptimer embed form. But what he discovered was that the keywords he was ranking for and the traffic that he was getting was really not the traffic he was getting. What he was experiencing the year before he worked with us, he shared with us that he had 500 inquiries through his website and through people calling him as well. And so he was getting really good SEO, but it was the wrong kind of SEO. So, we used SEOptimer to kind of analyze his site, figure out what was going on. He had even though he had worked with an SEO agency, he still had a lot of SEO problems. But the main problem is he was just attracting the wrong clients. And so we helped him figure that out. In the 6 months after working with us, he had 20 consultations, 12 of them became clients. So he went from a 5% conversion rate the year before to a 60% conversion rate in the first 6 months alone. It helped us also use that information to refigure his messaging, align that more with what he does, and so he got a lot fewer calls, but they were a lot better. Yeah. I mean, a fair number of our clients have gone through our SEOptimer tool on our website. They've gotten reports, and that has gotten them to call us. So I don't know the exact numbers on that. I can't. I might be able to get that data, but I know it's a fair amount. A lot of people go through SEOptimer, and I use it all the time. Like, I use it when if I'm doing a podcast or if I'm doing a webinar, right? And it aligns with that topic. If I'm talking about SEO, if I'm talking about websites, I'll tell people, hey, go test your website, see how your website measures up, and we use SEOptimer for that every time. It's probably around 2019 that I started using SEOptimer. And I'd used some other tools before that, They were a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult to work with. One of the things I love about SEOptimer is that it's just very simple. I can just, I have set up a couple of form templates. I just drop them into my website on a landing page that I have set up, and it just works. I've got it set up through Zapier. It'll take that uh, report, it sends me an email, it puts them into our active campaign database. And then we have some workflows based around that to send them follow-up emails and things like that, and it just works. So it's a great tool. I like the flexibility of it, and I think a tool like SEOptimer is great for being able to get a snapshot of where your website's at. I've recommended SEOptimer to a lot of people. So just to say thank you for reaching out. I really appreciate it. Really happy to be, I'm really happy. I'm glad we found SEOptimer. I've looked at a lot of other tools, and I got to say, um, like I said before, it's one of the easier tools to use and integrate into your system.